wear short shorts and bras, and the boys love it all.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Hey everybody, it's Ray, and you're listening to the Houston We Have a Problem podcast. It is an adult podcast, which means if you are not over the age of 18 and you are not an adult, you're not allowed to listen to the show. So turn it off. But if you are of age, please feel free to listen.
Hey niggas! If you can't tell by my velvety voice, it is me, Crystal. Welcome to the show. I'm so happy to be here with my fellow Beyoncés. We have Lloyd. Say hi.
Hi, guys. I'm getting sick, so I sound shitty.
It is that time.
And then, and we also have Raven, a.k.a. the splinter in the foot that is metaphorically my life.
Hi.
All right, and hold on. I'm sorry.
You're doing great,
and so you can, just in case you didn't know, you can find us on Twitter at T for Tried It. Please tweet us. We're lonely. You can email us at hwap.podcast@gmail.com. You can send us a voicemail at 502-498-8814. Once again, that is 502-498-8814. You can also find us on Facebook. If you want to get some BAP merch, you can go to tpublic.com/user/Black Astronauts Podcast 1. And also, we have a page. I can't speak today. We have our Patreon page. And with that,
Lloyd.
go ahead.
Go ahead. All right, McDonald's. Let me go and put my Chick-fil-A on this, okay? Smooth and shirt.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A.
Y'all are stupid, just so you know.
I'm innocent.
But we just want to take a moment to shout out our dope-ass Patreons. Know that we are constantly working on content for you, trying to make sure, you know, that we're giving you your money's worth. And if you want to be a Patreon, you can contribute at www.patreon.com/Black Astronauts. And you can start at a level as low as anywhere between $0 to $3. And we'll give you a shout out on the main app, and you get access to our archives, which is about 7 years deep now. I mean, and you get all access to all of the old HWAP shows. You can listen to our growth literally in one afternoon if you have time. Up to $5, you get a shout out on all shows, plus archives, fireside chats, and that's literally just like the Bat Pod, but no hold bars. Just no one's holding anything back because premium people get to listen. Plus a chance at a quarterly giveaway of a $75 Amazon gift card, and finally, $10 or more, you get a shout out on every show, plus access to our archives, fireside chats, your chance at a quarterly giveaway of $75 Amazon gift card, plus bonus content. So I'm just going to take a moment to shout out the people who do patronize the show, starting with my list, because, you know, professional podcasting, guys. Starting with Peter H., Marshall L., Deloya, The Disrespectful One, MJ, Shadrack C., Black Sean, Nutella is Life. Y'all really love trolling me. Next y'all gonna be saying candy corn is good, and it just ain't. Sadida A,
Sorry, go ahead. We'll talk
Ron
about
B,
this later.
Veggie Vixen, Teddy Funk, Hasto Shanae, Felt 5, Mr. Glade, Keith A, Shlonda W, Wanga from Way Down Under, Cameron B, Simo, Mark Asner, nigga, Ashley G, Jamila, Knowledge, Dre, Donald, our faithful cousin Ophelia Ono, Hey sis, Charlie D, excuse me, Charlie Snowflake, Angela D. I have Beverly S, Jordan H, Tamika for wash folks who take naps before the podcast but barely wake up, DJ Fruity Drink, Ariana, Just DeAndre, Devo G, Scrum Master Flash, Nikki M, Ophelia Cox, Shauna E, and Magnetic Source.
Yes,
Okay.
Magnetic Source is the new one. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn myself. I can't hear myself in my headphones. What about now? Am I better?
Much better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I had to turn myself up. So yeah, we appreciate all you patrons for hooking us up with a couple dollar bills to keep this train running. Speaking of people who keep our train running, we had an email from our new patron, Magnetic Source. It's kind of long, so I'm just gonna read through all of it, and we just stop me if y'all ready to comment. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey ladies, good day all. I'm a 36-year-old male from VA and I've joined the Black Astronauts as a patron solely for HWAP, and I've been listening to HWAP archives, and let me say that I love you all. You
Boom.
boom.
Booyah. You have great taste. That's what that is. You like the finer things.
You all have the perfect chemistry for good times and good laughs. I like that you all cover a range of topics, meaning that it's not always depressing or upsetting news. You all cover lighthearted topics as well. Trust, the world we live in is depressing enough, and I, like you, do not refer to 45 by name. I can't bring myself to do it. Ugh. Ray, I love how you do the quote-unquote segues when switching topics. Always freaking hilarious. Thank you. Listen, thank you. Somebody
Really bad, but
appreciates
thank you for
it.
giving us.
Listen, somebody appreciates at least the effort. I like that you all have special guests sometimes to podcast with you. I don't know who that is. Crystal's other personalities, I don't think counts.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I always look forward to the T for Tried It and the Yes Bitch. Sometimes somebody's always trying to get with me, be it someone at my job, my family, my friends, random ass public people, etc. I cannot wait until you all start implementing little noises and dings for certain things / times. That's gonna be awesome. I also love how you all support Black-owned businesses. We got to help each other out and stick together. I learned so much from you all, and I love the perspectives that you all have and even when they differ, you all respect each other's views. And let me touch on the intro music right quick. That shit go hard. Shout out to Felt 5. He made our theme song music. I also enjoy the fact that even when one of you can't make the recording, the other two still come through and it is still fire. The joy of being able to listen to you all in reverse, meaning the most recent to archives are that are number one. Your following has grown so much. You know how you all read the names of the contributors. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut down some of this. The sound clarity, you always sound great, but you know what I mean. Better equipment for the more recent podcasts. And 3, the confidence. I know with me, I cannot stand to hear a playback of my recorded voice, but with you all, I can tell the more recent past podcasts that y'all are owning these mics and speakers like these bitches ain't ready for us. LOL, JK. No LOL or JK. Y'all bitches ain't ready. Just saying. I commute 2 hours a day back and forth to work 4 days a week, and although I'm a music buff, I like to turn off the music and hear actual voices talking about current events. You all truly help me stay awake on the road, mainly laughing because y'all so damn silly, especially that damn Crystal. 2 laughing emojis. Now, Lloyd, I know the other 2 get on you about not watching RuPaul's Drag Race, but they are not going to be ready for what I'm about to say. You don't watch it neither. I might actually become their T for Try to saying I'm a gay male and I've never watched a single episode of it. And it's not because I have a problem with drag.
Thank you, sis. It's not just me.
Okay,
I just don't have time. It's not even that I don't want to watch it. It's just there's so much shit on TV all the time.
girl, shut up. Nobody, no excuses. It's not that I have a problem with drag queens, RuPaul, or anything like that. When I watch TV, I mainly stick to murder mystery type shows. Although I did recently start watching Shameless, good ass show. Oh, and I love Chicago Fire. Damn you, Dawson, for leaving. Anyway, I'm rambling. One thing about me is that I rap hard for the Pisces. Best sign out there. Not true. I am a Beyonce stan, and I've been since early Destiny's Child days. With Latoya Luckett and Latavia Robertson. I actually don't like Rihanna that much, and I can't stand the Kardashian, Nicki Minaj and Kanye. The Kardashians, Nicki Minaj and Kanye West, and I hate Walmart. Listen, we have so much in common.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So basically, our friend Magnetic Source hates the Kardashians, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, and Walmart.
And Walmart.
Hey, listen, I
I just
understand.
feel like that's important to say. You need to make it clear.
I hate Walmart too. Have I ever set foot in one? Sure I have, but I've reached the point in my life where all the things that a person go through while shopping inside of one of those Walmarts pay the lowest price of product. I said, fuck that. That's how you know that this person is way back into the archives. Because I remember cussing out listen. Okay. Anyway, I've always felt too that they were high key racist. Lloyd, you shared with us the nigga brown skin tone for a product advertised by Walmart in one podcast. So yeah, Target. It is. Hell, Michelle Obama shops there, and I love her to pieces. Anyhow, y'all continue to be yourselves and make me laugh. Make me sometimes angry when talking about Mango Mussolini and his fuckery. And I will spread the word to people that if HWAP isn't in your life, what the fuck is the problem? Ha ha. Much love, Magnetic Source. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I too hate slavery, aka Walmart.
My God. Listen,
I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that. Walmart has given me what I needed a few times. So
listen, Walmart.
I mean, don't get me
knows
wrong.
its role.
Walmart do be coming through in the clutch, right? But at the same time, the shit you gotta sacrifice to have a good shopping experience, it's too much.
There's no such thing. A good shopping experience at Walmart is you leave without committing a felony. You know what? The reason why I don't feel so bad about stealing from Walmart is because they steal a little of my joy every time I leave. I
Don't
feel
let them steal your joy.
I feel old.
not to steal a little bit of your joy every time.
I hate every time I have to go into a Walmart. The first thing I think is, "Fuck! Now I gotta go on Walmart." I
Every
understand.
fucking time, I'm just like, damn.
They understand the fact that they are convenient and they are cheap, and that's why they keep their business. So they know that, and they don't worry about customer service.
That's also why there's only 2 registers open, no matter what time of day or year, and
Because
what Walmart you go to, because
You
they don't
go
care
there.
about your time.
they don't
They
give a
don't.
fuck about nothing. They want you to be here as long as possible, so that the next time you go into Walmart, you got to be sure that you want to be there, so you don't turn around and leave. I fucking hate Walmart. So yes,
Okay.
Magnetic Source. Thank you for your email. We very, very, very much so appreciate it. So now we're gonna go into a something like new segment. So like
Wow.
Magnetic Source brought up before, we support black businesses, but unfortunately, we hate slavery, as we all take part, and real niggas ain't got it.
Yeah, not right now. Not right now. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I patronized a couple black businesses, but they're all, I mean, Cincinnati, local Cincinnati businesses, and they're all wedding related. And I will definitely put it in the show notes, but I don't think y'all want to hear me discuss that.
I'll have one soon, but I just have to test it out. Like I got soap that's chilling, and I haven't used it yet.
You need help.
So
Help.
Yeah. But
How do you-
so we not
Remember
doing this
us
today.
different.
We're not doing this today. So what we're gonna do instead, outside of just black businesses, is we are gonna do IG pages you should follow. Now these aren't just businesses; these are pages of all types. For example, the page that I am going to promote to you now is called Love in Tennis. It is a page that is devoted specifically to black tennis enthusiasts. In full disclosure, it was started by my friend. who is also Soror, me and Lloyd's, and she started the page, and we thought that it was really dope, especially for the story that we are going to discuss a little later. And it's my understanding that
we need to discuss it.
there's not very much representation in the African American community in tennis outside of Serena Williams, and I guess now our homegirl Naomi Osaka. There we go. Naomi Osaka. So this is a great page for anybody who is interested in tennis. That is, again, Love in Tennis, all one word. And tell them HWAP sent you. Now.
Yeah, go onto their page and drop that HWAP hashtag. Let them know.
Yeah. So before we get into the show, let's catch up a little bit. Lloyd, with your sick ass. How you doing?
I hate slavery, first and foremost. Start there, okay? I hate all forms of slavery, and I hate modern day slavery. I hate working, and it's been like 2 weeks, and I'm like, why am I doing this? My husband makes enough money for 2 niggas who work. What am I doing? Why did I go back? So I went back to work, guys. I work with children with special needs, and when I say special needs, I mean low functioning children who've had or may have experienced TBI or traumatic brain injury, children who suffer from oppositional defiant disorder, children who have autism mainly. That's probably about 90% of the kids that I work with on a daily basis fall somewhere on the spectrum for autism spectrum disorder. Mm-hmm. And then other ones have different disorders that require them not to be in a mainstream classroom. So it's kicking my ass right now. Not necessarily because it's hard, but I'm trying to adjust to all the paperwork as well as the children. Like, we take for granted the ability to talk and communicate in a way that's effective to others. And it's kind of hard to adjust, or I don't want to say dumb myself down, but to peel back layers of language when trying to, get to know the kiddies. And then all the paperwork and shit. Like, I straight hit my manager with I don't get paid enough. One kid was rolling. Let me tell y'all, I need to go on a little tangent, okay? Walk with me, cousins. Walk with me, play cousins.
We're walking.
Okay, so from 11 to 11:30, I have lunch bunch, which means I basically babysit 5 kids who are having lunch in our lunchroom. And put up your quotation fingers because it's not much of a lunchroom. It's a very small room with 1 table and 2 benches and a couple shelves of shit in the sink. Cool. And the random dishwasher that's not connected to anything, but neither here nor there. Okay, so homeboy comes in. He has a microwave little mini pizza. Cute, right? Fine. He needs help microwaving his pizza. So as I'm microwaving his pizza, I notice that he is rolling a pizza slicer along the counter, and not like a disposable one, but a legitimate pizza slicer. So I tell him XYZ.
Say rolling the blood.
Oh no, girl, no. I know, right? That'd be different. The story would be totally different. But he's literally rolling a pizza slicer, which is a round blade item. And I'm looking, because at first I thought it was like a plastic one, and I realized, no, it's a real one. So I collected from him because this child hasn't been known to have violent episodes. I'm like, now you technically have a weapon that his mother sent in. And I low-key wanted to throw hands with her when I seen it. Like, your kid got all these issues. Why would you send him with this? And the minute I took it from him, he went into from 0 to 100. I'm talking about screaming, kicking, throwing things on the floor. And I politely hit my walkie like, I'm going to need somebody to come get XYZ. My manager came downstairs and because y'all don't pay me enough for this. That I'm not trained in crisis prevention intervention. So that was my day today. I am enjoying it, though. I will say I've worked many call center jobs, and this is not that at all. And I love not being micromanaged. I love being in charge of my schedule and my kitty schedule, and I do love the little kitties that I'm working with. They have given me a newfound appreciation for my own annoying ass daughter, who is perfectly neurotypical and functioning, but it just, when you deal with them type of kids all day, you get home to your own kid, you're like, you're not so bad. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. But if you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at @thatgirl_Lloyd on Twitter and IG. Don't request me on Facebook. I'm not taking friend requests, so there's that. What you hoes been up to?
Chris?
Hey, thanks. Thanks for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Sexy voice. Go on, girl.
Yeah. All right. So what have I been up to? Just working. Still auditioning. Still being a salty bitch about Insecure. and doing my little side hustles. Got a new form of birth control, so I feel like a brand new lady. What else? Oh yeah, the body butters and stuff. Still selling that, so hit me up. And I don't know. That's all I've been doing. Just writing, working, trying to get my damn life together, trying to save up for this wedding. Cause you guys, I'm a ordained minister now, so I can marry people. So if you want me to marry you, holla at me. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as Chrissy Chula, Twitter and Tumblr as The Chrissy Chula, and you can find me, excuse me. You can also email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com if you want to say hey, if you want to be in the Ask Chrissy series, if you want some body butters, or I don't know, whatever. I don't know if you just want to say hey, whatever. And then I also have my own Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. Help a sister out. Thank you very much. Amen.
Shut up. Who's laughing? That's me.
That's you. Be quiet.
Remember us different. Okay. That is now my theme for the remainder of 2018. Remember me different. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sober. I'm just tired.
Okay.
I
Well-
almost lost my life to a pizza roller. Like, that would have been a terrible ass obituary.
As for me, I haven't really been up to too much of anything. I've been trying to keep up with everything that's happened in these last couple of weeks. It seemed like nothing happened, and then everybody just lost their motherfucking minds. All in
Yeah.
I know, right? Niggas take a week off. Well, in my case, a couple weeks off, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. Like,
Yeah. So, as for me, I haven't really been doing too much of anything. Just making some moves, moving in silence like lasagna, all that other good shit. If you want to find me, you can find me all over the internet at This Date Is a Jerk. Oh wait, side note, I don't know which one of you motherfucking demons wished it out into the world to have maple flavored candy corn, but I am drawing the motherfucking line. Y'all are this is awful. I was on one of my sorors Insta snaps, and she posted an empty bag of maple flavored candy corn. Now I was taken aback because I already thought candy corn was bad enough. It's already bad enough that type of shit is out there.
it's just,
I didn't know that existed.
2 days ago, played cousins. I went on my IG, as I am one to do, and I let them know that the only way to eat candy corn is to throw it in the trash. And I was taken aback, far, far aback. Like, some of these people's lace closures, they be sliding off their head.
Oh,
When I had all these DMs of people really arguing with me of all the delicious candy hills to die on. Candy corn? Gross.
DJ
Disgusting.
Food and Drink.
Awful.
DJ Food and Drink arguing with me right now about it. No, it's nasty. It's gross. You're monsters, all of you. Just so you know.
Only murderers eat candy corn. I'm convinced.
So let's see. Let's start at the top. Mac Miller died. That was sad.
Yeah.
I didn't really know much about him or his music, but it seems like he was liked by a lot of people. So I'm always sad to see people, people's people die. You know what I mean?
I mean,
yeah.
It's just the way that he died. Like, he died from a drug overdose, and no matter who you are, how much money you do or don't have, that everybody can feel that on a certain level.
Yeah.
So I feel like everyone has known somebody who has been affected by the disease that is addiction. Whether it's a drug addiction, gambling addiction, alcohol addiction, we all know someone. But to see people as young as Mac Miller, 26.
Yeah. So that was really sad. Some of you fucking monsters was harassing Ariana Grande, which is just
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
She had a tough week, okay? She got a titty groped. Her ex died. You niggas on her Facebook and Instagram doing the most. Leave her alone, okay? She has enough struggles with her ponytail.
She had to cut off. Didn't they say she had to cut off? She had to turn off her comments because men were saying, and this was her fault.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's so terrible.
Now I
That's
understand
so
that our
awful.
reasonable cousins and listeners and patrons aren't the one who do it, and I'm assuming that y'all don't know people who do it. But I assume that y'all do know people who argue in the comments on Shade Room, because I feel like we all just a degree of separation away from niggas like that. So if you know somebody who doing some ignorant shit on the internet, or they like to do a whole bunch of dumb shit on the internet like that, just make sure that your friend is not secretly going on to their secret Instagram page and harassing stars. And if they are, light they ass up and make them feel as stupid as they actually are.
Yeah, leave them alone.
Amen.
Also, I just saw that Crystal added this name to the docket. I don't know who this is, and I for damn sure can't pronounce the first name, so I'm gonna let you have that.
I've seen her, and
I
that
got you.
was sad. Thank you.
It's Cruzada Rodriguez. She was she was a fashion blogger. She was one of the more popular fashion bloggers, and I followed her for a while. And she just seemed very sweet. She got diagnosed with cancer, and she just passed away. I think it was last night or the night before.
Oh, that's sad.
So it was really sad. And
I'm looking at her. She's
like
stunning.
even what'd you say?
So I'm looking at pictures of her now. She was stunning.
Yeah, she was gorgeous, and she seemed very sweet. Like I followed her, I think, for about 2 years, and you know, she was an amazing dresser. I liked the way she just presented herself. She wasn't one of those, like, you know how fashion bloggers be, like they just be stuffy and they're not willing to like help give you advice on stuff. She just seemed very open, and she seemed very nice. And then what made it really sad was that she made a video like the day she died, while she was in the hospital, and she said, learn to embrace the little things in life, like your sense to feel, see, and touch. We get so distracted by what we wear, we forget to love the skin. Spend a little more time each day loving every inch of you.
That's beautiful.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sad about that.
I'm sad that I just got put
Cancer.
on, because looking at her style, it's very approachable. Like I can see myself a lot of times with fashion bloggers. I can't see myself wearing what they're wearing, or it's like, that's cute for you, but her style seems very approachable and very size friendly. Like anybody could probably find and wear the outfits that she's wearing. So,
And it wasn't bland, because you know how IG models and fashion bloggers, they love to wear beige, olive green, and white.
You know, earth tones.
Yeah, that's all they wear, and she wore everything. I loved her.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot, and so
I'm a little
yeah.
bit bigger fan of heels than I am, but I figure I can find some comparable flats. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. Speaking of fashion, Marco makes history with the first all trans New York Fashion Week cast.
Now that was a transition, bitch.
Thank
that
you.
was a transition. That was a
Good
segue
job.
of saying things. Okay, remember me different.
No, remember me like this. This is good. Remember me.
That was a good one. I'm proud of you.
So there was an all trans cast for New York Fashion Week. I didn't get to watch I didn't get to watch the entire show. Whenever New York Fashion Week comes out, I do typically like to watch the Marco show, because they usually feature drag race girls, and that's always fun. And I became aware of the fact that I'd actually not checked out Marco's line when I saw a video of Laomi coming down the runway doing what she does oh so well, making you.
And if you
wish.
don't know who she says, if you don't know who we're talking about, look it up. You need to learn. You need to know who these people are.
She's
To the
very
Google
good.
machine.
Laomi,
Ley, 'cause I don't know who.
Leyoomi. Just she did her thing in her high need all black Louboutins. Sis killed the runway. I saw that coming. And then also, who else? Wasn't Dominique A.R. Jackson one of the models?
Yeah, Dominique Jackson was in there. Gina Rosero was in there. Gigi Gorgeous, Angelica Ross, Laith Ashley's fine ass. I think Trace Lissette was in there. Like all these amazing trans activists and actors, and also there were people who weren't famous, but they were trans. They were trans models. And so what was really important about that show is that they showed trans people of different sizes and also of different ages. So it was like, bitch, I'm not just gonna give you trans models, I'm gonna give you all the trans people, and you gonna deal with it. and this is amazing.
Basically, like, I present you trans person, all shapes and sizes and colors.
Yep.
How would you like your scoop?
Yeah.
It's everything. Also, Christian Siriano had an amazing show. I love Christian Siriano.
I
Yes.
stand for him
So much.
because he dresses all of my faves.
Oh yeah, he posted pictures of Danielle. I can never remember her name when I want to go to say it. Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks and Tiffany Haddish are two of his, I would dare to call them muses. If you're not aware of who Christian Siriano is a fashion designer who came to prominence on season, I believe, 9 of Project Runway. He was the youngest person to win the show, and when he won the show, he whooped everybody's ass on that season.
Give him facts, Raven. Give him knowledge.
Y'all, listen, as much as I love RuPaul's Drag Race, I love Project Runway too. My God. But he is also more well known to people as the designer who stepped up to design Leslie Jones's gown when she went on the internet and said that nobody was willing to dress her. So he dresses her. He draped a beautiful D cup for Niecy Nash. That white strapless dress that she was wearing with the little, I think it had like a silver belt on it. He made that. The thing that I love the most about Christian Siriano is he's not one of those designers who lies about or, only talks about designing for people of all sizes. He genuinely does. Now, on his website, I did go on there and see that there wasn't very many plus size clothing, and even though his clothes went up to like, I want to say like a 14 or something like that, you still had to order a size down because it is high fashion. But I do give him props for at least showing and having a very, very diverse cast in all of his shows. I mean, because it is still Fashion Week and they are models, and I don't especially expect anybody to do. I don't expect people to go out their way, but in the crowd he had Cynthia Nixon, Tiffany Haddish, Danielle Brooks. I see Whoopi Goldberg is there. He's dressed her multiple times. He's just a fashion designer.
Dressed the Michelle Obama. I just love Christian Siriano. I'm into everything about him. He's just awesome. So I don't watch Project Runway, but he first came into my gaze when he designed that pastel green ball gown that had Cardi B looking like Cinderella before her carriage turned back into a pumpkin.
He actually dresses Cardi.
And then after doing a little bit of research, I think when I knew I was really feeling him is when he refused to dress the current president's wife.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I read about him. He was like, "Yeah, I don't want to."
Yeah. That does sound like him because he is not hurting for business. He also dressed Janet Jackson. He's dressed the Janet Jackson
bitches.
He made a coat for Nicki Minaj, but let's not talk too much about that. We'll get to her later.
Yeah,
he's dressed a lot of people, and people really love him. Who is this? Oh, Precious Lee. She's gorgeous. Let me follow her. Anyway, sorry. Sometime during New York Fashion Week, even though like I'm not a super fashion person, I love the idea. I love the elegance and the drama of New York Fashion Week. I don't always get it, but I still like to watch. It's like a sociological experiment. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of New York Fashion Week and drama, see what I'm doing there? Y'all like that?
I see what you did.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Well done.
I don't want to hype myself too much because this will probably be the last good transition. So, unless you've been living under a boulder, you are very well aware of the fact that at a after party at New York Fashion Week, there was a
kerfuffle.
I knew you were going to go for kerfuffle.
That's my word. I love that word. Kerfuffle. So much fun to say.
See, I thought I was going to go with scuffle first so that you could do kerfuffle.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a dust up.
There was a dust.
There
we go.
At a New York Fashion Week after party between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Now, if you've been listening to this show for a while, you know that if we are picking sides and being internet niggas, we are all Team Cardi over here.
I think that's pretty fair to say. But I would like to be objective,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to be objective in this.
I,
But go
I'm
ahead.
going- I'll try and be as fair as I think is fair, especially since the internet is an interesting place because I was talking to my sister about this and I realized that I had like a strong opinion about this whole thing, and I don't know anything. I don't know anybody, you
Nope.
know. But I've decided to go ahead and let myself get wrapped up in this internet shit when it comes to this. Mainly because I'm tacky and I like to watch people fight. I love a good argument. I love a good beef. And I mean, I don't got shit else to do, so why not? So what apparently happened is they were at a party, and the details overall are a little fuzzy because, I mean, everybody was kind of there minding their own business, and then the next thing they see is like Cardi B going off, reaching for Nicki Minaj or, you know, whoever allegedly she was reaching for, and cussing her out and telling her to come here and say something else about my kids, like something else about my kids. Then she takes off her shoe and throws it, and it's this whole big old thing. Cardi B walks out of the event with a big old knot on her head. Nicki Minaj left and started doing the most. And so today, actually, what's her name? Nicki Minaj went on to her show, Queen Radio, and was, I mean, basically talking shit about Cardi. And, you know, she said that her career was based off of, and I want to make sure I get this quote correct. I think that she said, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up this girl's Instagram story who had the actual quote on there, because me and her, I was in her DMs and I was like, girl, no. Oh, okay, no, she doesn't have it on there anymore. But she said that her career was based in, I believe she said, Pity and Payola, which I had to do a little research on Payola, but we can get into that later. And she's basically like, oh, she calls black women monkeys and roaches, and she said something about somebody else's baby die. I hope your baby dies or something like that. It just basically goes in and brings up all the old Twitter receipts that everybody already knows about Cardi.
Okay, sis.
So, I mean, I'm gonna let y'all take this away while I go pull up more information on Payola.
But it's like, don't your brother fuck children? Maybe you should be quiet.
Yeesh.
Maybe we shouldn't be talking so loud.
Also, how you gonna sit up here and say that it's, you know, you would never talk about somebody's child? How, you know, I wouldn't do that, and you just got through talking about Remy Ma's child on that damn diss track, No Frauds. Like, what we doing? You got amnesia? And come on, bro.
Here's my thoughts on this. Okay, I want to first start by saying I don't condone what Belcalis Almanzar Cephas did. I also don't condemn that shit. And from one mother to another, I don't know how this, because someone put up a poll on their Instagram, like, someone says some shit about your child, you ready to run up on site? Or it was either on site or hell no. I'm on the side of on site, okay? That's just me, and I know how I am. And Belcalis has been telling us since Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1 and 2 that this is what she was about, okay? Let me pull up some lyrics just to prove my damn point. For example, from the song Forever, ran down on that bitch twice. Ran down on that bitch twice. Beef with me, I be with whatever. If a bitch beef with me, we gon' beef forever.
Ever.
And I would like to say how
That's my shit. I'm
Belcalis
sorry.
then went onto her Instagram and said that I addressed you twice, and both times you said nothing. I'm done talking.
Like, here's the thing.
I would also say that Onika Nicole Mirage was very, very right to stand behind her security.
That's what she.
Now, would
for.
I have liked it for her to try to be just as buck and as bold as she is on all these these single releases and stuff? I want that persona Nicki. Yeah, I want the persona Nicki. I wanted her to step up and get her ass slapped, of course, because that's who I am. I'm still a hood bitch at heart, y'all. I still like a good yard fight. But yeah, Nicki Minaj also did the right thing by standing behind her security. But it's like, girl, stop taking shots at people, because you got the right one. See, I'm not gonna run up on your ass because she already did that shit and she got 8 years. Cardi ain't really learned her lesson yet, and it ain't over.
This is my whole thing. One, I'm always team let those hoes fight. I don't give a fuck where we at. We could be at the Vatican.
Yes.
And if you talking all that shit, talking about it's on site means on fucking site.
When
So that means if I
see you,
I don't give when I see you, bitch. So I don't give a fuck if I'm at a funeral. I don't give a fuck if I'm at the Vatican. I don't give a damn if I'm at the royal wedding. If I see you, bitch, and you talk about it's on site, then it's fucking on site. And that's what it is. And if you ain't that type of bitch, then that means you need to keep your mouth shut. If you a scary bitch, then you got no business running your motherfucking mouth. It's okay if you not that type of person. If you the type of bitch to stand behind security while somebody trying to fight you, then that's okay. But don't turn around and open your mouth. And she was acting like a fucking psychopath on her damn episode of Queen Radio talking about my money long. I could get somebody to touch you, and you up here screaming and hollering, acting like a goddamn fool, acting like the psychopath that you accusing her of being. No, if you ain't that type of bitch, then don't talk like you that type of bitch. Nicki Minaj's been talking reckless to niggas for years. She been talking reckless to niggas for years, and she got the nerve to say something about Cardi.
In this industry about Nicki Minaj taking jabs at people, and Nicki Minaj trying to get in people's bag, and that's the part I really can't respect. Like,
she stayed doing that.
But trying to get in somebody's bag, talking about some, if they book you, I'm not coming type shit.
And then got the nerve to try to say something about Cardi, talking about if you keep running up on niggas, you gonna die. Bitch, if you keep talking about niggas, you gonna die. Like Cardi is telling, like, real bitches is coming after you. You picking a fight with the wrong niggas. Cardi is telling you she don't give a fuck. In New York Fashion Week, I'ma whoop your ass, bitch. You talking about this on site, them bitches on site. Scary bitches, you need to keep your mouth shut. Now, if you a Nicki stan, you can be a Nicki stan. You can like her music, you can like her looks and all that other shit that she be pulling off. But you gotta admit that she pussy. She ain't about that life. She don't got no hands. She a scary bitch, flat out.
And that's really all it is. And I'm not about to sit here and be upset with Cardi B for being who the fuck Cardi B has been since I was introduced to her on Love and Hip Hop.
Exactly. Cardi B is consistent.
I can't be championing her for, being a hood bitch that stays a hood bitch that doesn't code switch and then doing hood bitch shit in front of white people. I'm not about to be that person.
Let me tell you something. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, that Cardi B shoe throw is a patented move.
That's her.
Okay. She did that shit on the reunion. She straight threw a shoe at a bitch on the reunion, hit her dead in her chest.
Yep.
Yeah.
And please miss me with you coon tap dancing niggas talking about they shouldn't have been acting up at New York Fashion Week and we got to act right in front of white folks. Have you seen them white folks when they act up? Half of the motherfuckers at New York Fashion Week, half of them white folks at New York Fashion Week is coked up. They fucking people's husbands. They fight too.
We have to decide if we we need to make sure we have to make it as a community. Do we give a fuck about what white people think of us, or do we not? No, a lot of people trying to frame it as, well, that's going to stop her bag. And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
The people who are associated with Cardi B knew what they were getting into, because it's not like Cardi B wasn't doing this same shit on national TV.
Right. Exactly.
And anybody who fucks with Cardi B, this does nothing but more deeply solidify why we fuck with Cardi B. Because
exactly.
This is the type
Cardi
of shit
B is
that
consistent.
She does. And so my big thing with all of this is, like, again, I don't know if Nicki Minaj is really out there, using her clout to, step on other people. But I do know that K. Michelle said it, and Remy Ma said it, and Cardi B is saying it. Who else said it? I think Rod Digger said it.
Yep. Everybody can't be lying. I just refuse to believe that everybody's lying.
And that's too many people coming forward.
And when you look at her track record, Drake is cool with Meek Mill again. They don't seem like they fuck with each other anymore. Her and Safari broke up after all those years. It just seems like she struggles with maintaining relationships with people.
I mean, Safari said said the same thing about her too.
She's a hater. She
fucks with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if any of that is 100% true. I mean, things point to it being true, but I think that in the case of with her, and like, I mean, and this is what she's doing now, it to me is a perfect case of it, because I'm not necessarily saying that I'm going to go and want to sit in a room with the same bitch who was trying to whip my ass 24 hours ago. But you also haven't, but she hasn't tried. If this is, oh, black women, we don't need to be doing this and da 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 da, and I never said anything about her daughter and she tried to attack me. The fact that you're going online and now talking shit about her and, you know, trying to quote unquote expose her and blah 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 and all this other shit like that, the fact that you're doing that instead of, I don't know, trying to reach out to her and clear your fucking name says more about you than anything. I mean, because on one hand, like, I do wonder, like, on one hand, and this is, you know, in the sense of being objective, if there was to be a situation where somebody that I thought everything was cool with rolled up on me and said that I said this and we gonna fight, and for whatever reason her running up on me didn't trigger me to whoop her ass, the next opportunity that I got, or, you know, whenever, I would just be like, I don't know what she's talking about. But I'm also not gonna get on there and be like, and she a raggedy bitch, and her weave is nappy,
exactly,
and her teeth is
Yeah,
crooked,
because I heard
her shoes is fake.
brief snippets of the Queen Radio episode today, and I was just like, these are things you've been felt and you've been wanting to say, and now Belcalis is giving you a reason to be openly hateful because you've been taking jabs at her in your singles for the last how long has it been since Motorsport came out? Before that. Okay, we are tired. We are tired. You can only poke the bear for so long before that shit eat you. Like, what do you do with this? And it just shows her insecurity.
The thing about
Wait,
Lloyd, hold on. Raven was trying to say something.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. There's a little bit of delay on y'all side. Y'all cut in just a little bit, so I can't be sure if y'all are talking about. I'm back. Go ahead, Lloyd.
No, what I was saying is that just all this shit that she's doing, and even her thoughts. I mean, you are completely entitled to your thoughts on your own radio, Apple show thing. Mm-hmm. Everybody's entitled to their thoughts or whatever. I just feel like the things that she's saying on that show, she's always felt about Cardi, and she's been wanting to say, and she just being a pussy ass bitch. She never said that
being scared.
Now, I don't even know if she's scared. She just wants to pose herself as the good guy.
Yeah.
Like, all these women are coming after me.
She's doing a terrible fucking job.
I love all my women. I promote women. That's not what I'm about. But yet, women in the industry are saying, but actually,
she's doing a terrible fucking job.
You're not about this feminism stuff. You're not about this sisterhood stuff unless it can benefit you. And it shows in the fact that your album came number 2 and you basically disintegrated at the core because your album was number 2, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, that's still a good thing. A lot of bitches want to be number 2. They want to be in that top 10. At least you in the top 10. You know what I mean?
Also, let's briefly bring up how she tried to play Travis Scott. Like, because he was number 1, but she came out saying that he really wasn't number 1.
Yes,
what?
That you wasn't pressed, but saying the most pressed shit.
What?
Like, truly, Travis Scott knows he's not number 1. I'm gonna tell you all about it on my show, babies. And okay, Nikki.
What? Yeah, Raven, you were right.
Okay,
she is like a really just a bitchy, catty, just stank.
She's the Regina George of hip hop.
She is so fucking fake. Like, pick an identity and stick to it.
Okay, if you feel you've been victimized by Nicki Minaj.
If you gonna be that bitch, if you talking all this shit and you talking about you gonna fuck somebody up, your money long. First of all, it was stupid as fuck for you to say that your money long, you could get somebody to touch you on fucking a recorded goddamn
so
part
much
podcast.
As fucking splits a goddamn fingernail.
Exactly. Like, you're that was so fucking stupid. It was so fucking stupid. Like, pick an identity. 1 minute she's saying, I'm that bitch. It's on site. Anybody can get it. I'ma kill this bitch. The next second you saying, nope. We should be all supporting each other. Women should be supporting women. Black women should definitely be supporting each other. I'm up here trying to help these people and bring people in the come up, and I don't understand why people mad at me and all this other shit. And then you go right back to saying, because I listened to like a good portion of her episode, whatever, yesterday or when it ever came out. She went back and forth. 1 minute she was saying, fuck you, this is crazy, you raggedy, I ain't in no strip club, I ain't on no reality shows. Then the next minute she was saying, well, women should support each other, and I don't understand what was going on. Then she went right back to saying she gonna kill a bitch. Like, you can't be running up with people, you gonna die. Bitch, pick an identity.
It's just so funny how life comes at you fast, because
Pick a fucking
you know
identity.
who Nicki Minaj sounds like to me now? And this is fucked up to say, she sounds like Lil' Kim did when she first hit the scene.
I hate her. She sounds like
And I hated that Lil' Kim. I'm like, I loved you for who you were, you know, when you were doing the Junior Mafia thing, and, you know, you and Biggie was still doing the side chick mistress thing, and you was right. Love that Lil' Kim. Then this newcomer comes along, and she's the hottest thing in the streets right now. You couldn't handle that heat, so you threw all this hate. You know what I mean? Talking about she need to pay homage and pay respect and this, that, and the third. And at that time in my life, I felt Nicki Minaj like, why? Like, if I told you that you dope, shouldn't that be enough? Because that's basically what Nicki Minaj has done to Cardi B. You know, Cardi B was like, I went into it like, yeah, I told her she was dope, but I ain't about to kiss your ass. Just like,
I mean, to be
Nicki
fair,
Minaj to kiss her ass. I mean,
to be fair, Nicki was like pretty much copying Lil' Kim. Like her
no,
look.
she took her whole stilo.
She was taking flat out her same looks and shit that she was doing. So if I was Lil' Kim, I'd be like, wait a minute, but
No,
what?
but and oh Lord, I'm sorry that I got to get put on the block for this. But in the same token, Nicki Minaj on more than one occasion said that Lil' Kim was a influence for her and was
That's
an
what
icon
I'm saying.
for
Like,
her.
she said it out her mouth. She said she influenced me, and that wasn't enough for Lil' Kim. Just like Cardi B before this beef started said that, you know, yeah, she never said that she influenced me, but she said I respect her. I respect what she does, and for Nicki Minaj, that wasn't enough. So she started fucking with Cardi B all the way back to Motorsport, talking about the original lyric when she said, you know, the lyric now is if Quavo the QB, then I'm the something, Nick Lombardi or some shit. That line originally went, if Cardi's the QB. And it's like, that's real fucking condescending, and no one's gonna take that well. Like, no, sis. No, you can't say that shit. No.
Well, I just want to say to Cardi B that at the very least, from what we can tell out of this podcast, we support you. Shout out to your Tom Ford lipstick selling out. I don't understand why it's blue, but you know, okay. I definitely thought that it was
that bum
red.
bitch like to run her mouth. I swear to God, I'm gonna lay her out. When I catch you on that side of town, my Giuseppe Hill's gonna stomp you out. I'm tired of playing. I'm gonna give you hell. You think I'm Satan? This is Cardi B. Before this was Gangster Bitch Volume Music Volume 2.
Okay, and
she's
so
being who she always was.
And so to Cardi B, what I will say, and this is a suggestion for the next for you guys, if you're ever in a situation or a public event where it does not promote you fighting, because I personally am not an on-site type of person. I am a person who likes to be aware of my surroundings, and I am aware of when it is a time to beat a bitch's ass and when it's not. If there's ever if there's somebody that you don't fuck with and it's like this is a supposedly on-site type of thing, what you can do is you can just roll up on them real nice and be like, now listen, we're in public, so I'm not gonna whoop your ass today. We're busy, we get in our bag, but I just want to let you know, if there is ever an opportunity where I think I can get my hands on you and it'll play out cool, I am going to beat your motherfucking ass. And I'm
glad that Raven's gonna give you that much of an opportunity. You say something about my child?
I don't have
Raven, you a good one.
I don't have no kids, so they can't offend me over my kids. But if I am in a situation, if I was at New York Fashion Week, I wouldn't have tried to beat her ass there. I would have, but I would have had her on notice that you better hope that I never catch your ass in the narrow hallway, bitch, because it's me and you. It's gonna be me and you. I am going to fuck you up the first chance I think I can get with that. I think it'll be appropriate to whoop your ass. So it may not be here. It might be at the MTV Awards. I might whoop your ass at the BET Awards. Let's go to the Source Awards so I can knock your ass up like all the other niggas do.
Like old time's sake, for the culture.
I'm gonna throw a fucking chair. You know what I mean? Like, it's other times that I can whoop your ass. Right now is not the time, but I will whoop your ass at a later date.
That's way too verbose of something to say when I already want to fight you on site. By the time I just said all that, I'm probably gonna punch you in the face. Because now, man, I had to say all this. I'm just gonna whip. You just gotta.
I just want to put you on notice so that anytime that you see me in public, I want to put you on notice so that anytime you see me in public, I want your butthole to clench up, bitch. Because it's today gonna be
I'm
today.
saying, you'll know this is like a 4-page letter and it needs to be a memo, okay? Literally about to whisper in the bitch ear. Not today, ho. Not today. But sometime soon. Me, you, and the pavement.
Nikki is a scary bitch. That's just. I'm tired.
I mean,
Pick a
she
fucking
has too much
identity.
to lose because unlike Cardi, Nikki has the code switching thing.
Because now I was side eyeing the fuck out of her when she was trying to pull that respectability politics shit, talking about how girls out here doing whatever for cash, and you just put out a fucking song called Rich Sex, and every other song you got is talking about your pussy and how you can't be fucking broke niggas.
How you sitting here talking shit about bitches on reality TV shows when apparently your new friend is a reality TV show bitch from the same reality TV show?
Can we touch on that just
right?
slightly?
And then how you gonna talk
I
about
mean,
you ain't in the strip club? No. And then she was talking about I'm not in the strip club. I ain't on a reality TV show. Okay, but didn't you just you had a whole fucking song called "Damn I Love Them Strippers" with fucking 2 Chainz, and your whole you was coming up, you was in the strip clubs, you was bragging about how you know all these hoes, you was bragging about how you know all these strippers, and you fuck with real hoes and all this other shit, and you twerking and you got your ass out in every motherfucking video, but now all of a sudden there's something wrong with strippers. Now all of a sudden there's something wrong with people doing the shit that you promoting in your own fucking songs. You literally have a song called Rich Sex, bitch. Pick a fucking identity and stop being a goddamn hypocrite.
Okay, final thoughts, because we've been going off for like 10 minutes. Final thoughts.
Onika, I think that you have done some great things in rap. I think that you are a brand. I do think you are a mogul. However, in your personal life, sis, from what I can see from the outside looking in, because clearly I don't know everything, I also think you should find yourself a nice black woman therapist, lay on her couch, take your wig off, and have a real conversation with her. Because you seem insecure, and that shit is showing in everything you do. That's my final thought.
Crystal? Okay, guess she doesn't have anything. Final thought for me.
Oh, I was on mute. I'm sorry. My final thought is, one, like I said, pick a fucking identity. Stop being a goddamn hypocrite. 2, stop being a scary bitch. We've already established several times over that you are not about that life. You don't have any hands. Let it go. 3, just stick to your music, bitch. Stick to being all cutesy and whatever and talking about how your pussy is great in the music videos and wear your different color wigs. And just stay in your lane. That's your lane. And then
final thought
4,
with no S. Final thought. My nigga.
I did like that rainbow lace front.
I'm trying to be cohesive.
Shout out to your new stylist, Nikki. Keep him.
Yeah,
Keep him on payroll.
New stylist is dope. As for me, my final thought is just, girl, stop. Just stop. Girl, stop. Listen, girl, either stop or keep that same energy. Those are your options. Cut it out or keep the same energy.
And you don't have a #1 album, so you need to stop talking shit.
You
had to cancel the tour. You taking L's everywhere.
You
Calm
wasn't
down.
on the strip club. You wasn't in reality TV, but you also wasn't #1 on the Billboard. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, like I said, this next transition is going to be horrible. So this weekend was the U.S. Open. Yes.
That wasn't even a transition.
I didn't have nothing.
That was next.
Yeah, I don't
We
have.
just came back from commercial.
Yeah,
You could have said, speaking of conflict.
yeah, well, that is a good one. Speaking of conflict, this weekend was the U.S. Open.
Oh, you better not edit that out. You better leave that all in there.
Oh, I will. I'm not editing shit. This weekend was the U.S. Open, and our projected favorite, Serena Williams, we thought was going to win. The win ended up going to Naomi Osaka. So first, let's
Could
give
be
her-
our new favorite.
Yeah.
She could definitely be our new favorite.
Oh, we are definitely watching her. I'm watching her, and then also, is her name Sloane Stevens? I don't know where that name is. Oh, that is it? Hey, look at me. Also got our eyes on her. You know, we're always down to support our black queens. But a good sis Naomi, she won the match. But there was a bit of controversy. Now, I did not watch the match because sports, it's not my thing. But my homegirl, who is a tennis buff and who also runs the page Love in Tennis, plug, she I text her and ask her to send me kind of a good rundown of exactly what happened, because from everything that I've been seeing, I wasn't able to piece it together, and then me trying to watch the video, I was still just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So this is what she sent me. In professional tennis, the warning system is: 1, first warning, there is no penalty. Second warning is a point penalty. And third warning is a game penalty. In the first set, Serena was given a warning for coaching. Serena's coach was giving hand signals during the set, which led to a warning. The coach admitted to hand signaling, but doubted she even saw him. So she got the warning and thought the umpire was insinuating she was cheating. That's when she walked up to the refs, to the umpire, and said, I know that you thought that was cheating, and I understand that why you thought that, but I want to let you know that I don't cheat. I'd rather lose than cheat. A
class act, a queen.
Okay, so the second set, Serena was up 3-1, but then broken back and the score was 3-2. I don't know what that means. That must have been when she hit the ball and it ended up hitting the net, and she was pissed about it, so she smashed her racket, which is a typical expression of emotion in tennis. Okay, I'm trying to read over her editorializing, but she said that you would get in trouble or threaten to get pulled off the court, but that was her second warning, and that came in the form of a point penalty. After the changeover, the umpire announced the score, but Serena was confused as to why Osaka was up 15-0. Then she got even more upset because it came out of nowhere. That's when Serena went on her rant about never cheating and stuff like that. Oh, okay, so that's when it happened. I'm sorry, guys.
The sports, we don't do them.
Look, I'm struggling. Fast forward, Osaka won the next 2 games and took a lead 4-3. Now, how the fuck is it 4-3 when it was just 5? Okay.
The maths. Clearly, tennis doesn't do it.
I'm gonna just keep reading. So she called the umpire a thief and got going back and forth with the umpire, so he gave her a third warning, which meant a game penalty for verbal abuse, which resulted in Osaka being up 5-3. Then eventually Osaka wins the second set, and it is 6-4. Serena made a good, okay, so this is her opinion. I'm just see if there's any other useful information in it. Serena made a good point about her saying worse things to umpires in comparison to what she did, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yeah. So
she went up to the dude. So the second time she went up to him and she said, I didn't get coaching. That's not fair. I didn't get coaching. And she said, you owe me. That's when she said, you owe me an apology. I didn't cheat. And then I think it was the third time she said, you're a thief. You're a thief. You stole that from me. And you said that I was cheating. And she said, you will never, ever be allowed to be on a court that I'm playing on. And then that's when he said that she was being quote unquote verbally abusive. And then she called, I don't know if he's considered the chairman, but she called 2 people down and she was talking to them and she said, this is not right. This isn't fair. This isn't right. She said, I've every time I come here, I get treated like this and it's not right.
And this is a U.S. fucking Open. So this is like her home turf. Why is she getting treated like shit by her home turf?
Because she a black woman and they can't stand it.
They hate it, bro. They hate it. How you doing this when you was pregnant as fuck? Bad.
So,
yeah.
I just want to give a good old hearty fuck you to that umpire for that dumb shit, because it seems like, from what I'm understanding from what my friend sent to me, it was a judgment call that he didn't have to make.
Yep. He was being petty. His name is Carlos Ramos. He's from Portugal, by the way, if anybody wants to find him on any social media and call him an asshole.
Yeah. Call him an asshole. That is one comment. That's some comment arguing that we're down for. Cuss him out a little bit. Not everybody all at once. Not a whole bunch of people. Don't harass him. Don't, all the other shit.
I mean, I'm not taking credit for the whole bunch of people who probably is cussing him out right the fuck now, because what?
Yeah.
I don't watch much tennis, but the few times I've seen tennis, I've seen men arguing with them niggas. I've seen men play backs. I've seen men do all types of shit, and I don't watch the sport enough to know that these niggas definitely wasn't getting penalties. I didn't know it was a problem. I thought that was part of the sport, like how they be fighting in hockey. Okay, clearly this is a thing, but I don't do the sport, so there's that.
They get frustrated all the time. I think it was like Rafael Nadal who cussed out the same dude at a match last year. Like he same dude, Carlos Ramos, and I think it was Rafael Nadal, and he went off on old dude, and he didn't get a penalty. And he said the same thing Serena said. He said, "You will not be able to be on a court that I'm on at the same time ever again." He didn't get a penalty.
Yeah,
but that's cute.
Also, fuck everybody. Fuck that one artist, whoever it was that drew that racist ass cartoon of Serena jumping on her racket and saying you should just let her win. By the way,
Michael Knight.
He's my T.
Okay, I also peeped the fact that in the background you changed our good sis Naomi Osaka to a white girl with a blonde ponytail. Peep that too. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
And then also, I would also like to give a nice, big, hearty fuck you to anybody who booed Naomi during the ceremony. No matter what situation she won that match under, she still beat Serena in enough matches to be able to win. No matter what points were given to her, or any which way. You don't know how it would have went if that shit would have never happened. It was still a chance that she could have beat her. And for y'all to be such assholes about it and to take the glory out of that moment for that young lady is some bullshit. Fuck all y'all. Y'all ain't shit.
It was him. Yeah, he ruined that moment for you. Like, you ruined that moment for two black women. That's iconic. Two black women playing at the U.S. Open, and you took that away from them. And so she can't even enjoy her win for real. She up here crying, and she had to apologize. Are you fuck you?
I hope you break your car key off in the fucking lot, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Just
also fuck everybody who keeps erasing Naomi's Haitian heritage. We peep you. That's anti-black as fuck. She's not just Japanese. She's Haitian. She keeps telling y'all that she grew up in a Haitian home. She was raised by her Haitian family. She's telling y'all this. She's black.
We got old pictures of her mama in a FUBU snapback. We see her.
Right. Girl.
I saw that picture. I was like, hell nah.
What did she have on a Pele bubble coat or some shit?
And I feel like she had like a bucket hat and a daddy hat on, a FUBU snapback or some shit. And the thing that really got me is I remember she's so young that I remember when that was like the fashion. Like, they was clean as fuck in that picture, and I was like, hell no. So yeah,
right.
That's a good old fuck you to all of y'all. So yeah, that's all the topics that we have. I'm just gonna end the show off by saying, oh, wait. I'm sorry. There was one more thing on New York Fashion Week that I wanted to shout out. No, she's gonna be my yes bitch. No, but she's a little girl. Can we call her bitch? She's 10.
Yes, sis.
Okay, we'll give.
Just say yes, sis.
We'll make it PG-13 for her. So let's move on into our Tea for Tried It. Who wants to go first?
Well, I would just like to say, fuck you, Mark Knight. Fuck you, the Herald Sun. And fuck everybody who thinks candy corn is delicious. I said what I said. You can pull up on me. Try that on-site shit on me. Okay. Candy corn is trash. It belongs in the trash. Why are you doing that to your bodies? Why would you do that to your temple? Candy corn? A backup dancer? She don't have no respect for herself. At least if you look, candy corn is disgusting. But yes, all of the things that Raven has already said. Fuck you for drawing a cartoon that clearly had all the racist undertones. You made her seem like she was a big ass monster throwing a temper tantrum, which she was not. And that's the shit that upsets me the most, because when I did see the video, Serena handled that with class, because I could tell that she was incensed by the idea of getting a point penalty or whatever the fuck was going on, and by the thought of being called a cheater. Like, of all the shit that I go through, the additional drug testing that I get more than anyone else, male or female, black or white, in this entire fucking sport, the intense shit I do to even be on this court, the discrimination I face, my whole fucking country is deciding the shit I wear is suddenly problematic. Don't you call me a cheater? Yes. And I felt like she had every right in that moment to stand up for herself, and she did so in a reserved way. And it's just upsetting because she's always going to be a black woman, and anytime we even are perceived as a bit disturbed, it's like everyone gets still, and they're just, our anger has so much, our anger is so famous, it's unfair because black women try so hard not to be angry. Even when we are rightfully should be angry, we try hard to fight that stereotype of not being angry. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, I felt like she should have been angry. Because I would have said a lot worse things to him. Y'all would have been, look, fuck Mark Knight, fuck Carlos Ramos, fuck the Herald Sun, for not only posting that fucked up ass picture that then tried to erase our homegirl, Naomi, and make her a white girl with blonde hair. They came back and defended it, talking about it wasn't racist and it's PC culture if they get their way. Fuck all y'all. And candy corn is nasty. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Crystal?
My T for tried it is for my scalp and my bank account. Please grow faster.
Both of y'all.
Please. I'm like, at this point, I'm begging. Not for my hair, because my hair is growing. I'm proud of it. Proud of myself. I want it to grow faster. But my bank account, please. Please.
Actually, my bills to decrease. That's the problem. Like, okay. Like,
yeah. That's it. Oh, and all the white men that make black women feel uncomfortable in any workplace, period. That's, yeah, fuck y'all.
And white women.
Yeah.
And as always, fuck the 53%. I'd like to make that an official hashtag for this podcast. Raven?
My T for tried it.
Oh, I love this one.
It's just, I said it on the last show, but I just want to remind y'all to just leave me alone. Like, not even on another married man or, engaged man with a very pregnant fiance. Just,
you niggas are so dumb.
If you don't mean me well, if you don't think that you are going to add to my life, if you're not absolutely sure that you're about to do your best to add to my life, leave me alone. And that goes for everybody: family, friends, strangers, people who are very, very rich but not going to give me any money.
Want to make a clear distinction.
Because if you're very, very rich and generous, then please, let's talk. You can bother me all day. But over these last couple of weeks, I don't know what it is. I'm done blaming it on retrograde, because at this point I don't even know who's in retrograde and what it's doing anymore. All you bitches up there are raggedy, just so you know. Just people have been coming to me and basically asking for me. There's a quote that floats around on the internet where you can't pour from an empty cup. The issue with me is that I am a ever-flowing stream of whatever the fuck is in that cup. I'm going to assume Hennessy. I'd like to think of myself as a Hennessy fountain. I
love Hennessy.
Pouring from an empty cup. The problem is that I don't mind giving. If somebody asks me to do something, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say yes, unless it's like go somewhere and do something. No. But, like, people ask me for a lot and I give a lot and I don't mind it. But my issue comes in when there are people who want you to give them something and they want something very specific, and when you give them what you have, they're unappreciative of it. And it's like, I understand that, it wasn't easy for you to come to me, which I'm not really sure anymore because I feel like it's way too easy for people to come to me. If it wasn't, people wouldn't come to me as often. But I do the best that I can. I'm not one of those people who do favors for people and then half-ass it because, well, bitch, it was a favor. If you ask me to do something, I'm going to do it to the fullest of my capabilities. I promise you I will. And so for me to give you my full capabilities and for people to not be appreciative of that, it's upsetting and it pisses me off and it makes me not want to help anybody, which I don't want to turn into that person, because there's been plenty of times that in my life where I'm just like, I need somebody to go way out of the way for me. I need to ask somebody to do something that's going to be above and beyond what anybody else would do. But if somebody could come through in the clutch for me right now, it would be dope. And I've had people come through in the clutch for me, so I, in return, try to be that person that comes through in the clutch for other people. Because I know how important it is that, if I could just get this one ride to this other job, shit would be cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If somebody could just let me hold this $200, it would be cool. I ain't got $200 to let you hold. Don't ask me. But you know what I mean? I like to try and come through in the clutch for people because I know how big of a difference that can make in people's life. And I know how much of a difference that can make in people's plan to go forward. In this day and age, especially at the age that the people I know are around, shit's tough. Shit's tight. We don't have money. We have these plans. We have these ambitions. And just the fucking bloody knife of life just keeps stabbing us in the fucking back every time we try and get somewhere. And I understand it. So if I can just help people just a little bit in any way that I can, for the most part, I will. But if you don't plan on appreciating that, or if you feel like what you're doing is above what I have to offer, then just leave me the fuck alone and don't ask me for shit. No more. Don't ask me for shit. If you're not going to be able to hold up to your end of commitments when you make commitments, then don't ask me to be a part of shit. Don't, ask me to contribute. Don't ask me to help if when I start helping and I start doing my things, then that's a way for you to slowly shimmy out of the picture and leave me holding the bag.
A word.
Leave me the fuck alone. Stop trying to siphon out what little I have. I have enough for me and myself and my dog. Because my dog, But, I have enough for me. And I try to extend out what I can. But I don't want to burn out that characteristic in myself, because that's something that I'm proud of myself for being. That's something in me that I like within myself, that I'm willing to go above and beyond for people, because sometimes that's what people need. But if you're not going to be fucking appreciative, you're about to fuck it up for everybody.
Damn.
Everybody.
I ain't even do nothing.
It's about to be fucked up for y'all too.
I just want my snacks, my cookies and cakes and pies. I'm a simple person.
I'm just saying, people are really about to fuck it up for everybody, and I don't want to be that person, but niggas is pushing me to be like that, and I don't want to be like that. So just leave me the fuck alone. If you don't have anything good to add to me, if all you're coming into my life to do is subtract and to take away and never add anything in, then just buzz the fuck off. Just fuck off. Get your bags and just start heading east and fuck off into the sea. Leave me alone.
Is retrograde over?
No, it's not.
It's never ending.
I actually have a a lot of yes bitches this week, because people were just out here being excellent as fuck. First of all, I would like to give a yes bitch to Celia West. Oh, I'm sorry, we said we was gonna make a PG. Yes, sis, to Celia West. She is a 10-year-old model who stormed Fashion Week. And you can see her video on the Shade Room. They posted it. Today is Tuesday. So they posted it on Sunday. Little black girl with a beautiful afro, just working these heels and these dresses, just doing it all. Follow her on Instagram. CELA. Oh, her name is Celia West. Celai? CELAI West. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait. She has it. Okay. I'm sorry. Celai. Her name is Celai West.
Ma'am.
See,
I
because
just
what
got
happened was I just ran into the page real quick to get her name and read it too quick, and I saw Celia's. But now that I went onto her page to make sure that you could follow her, it is Soleil West. Yes, it is, girl. We love you.
We stand.
We do. My second yes bitch goes out to, I wish I could find her name, but I cannot find it. It is Miss Michigan. When you go on to the Miss
Nia Franklin.
Thank you. No, not the winner. Miss Michigan came in, and when you do the pageant, you come in and you like say your name or like where you're for, like a little cute little thing about where you're from and your name. And sis got up there and said, "I am from Michigan, where we have 98% of the country's fresh water, but none of it for our residents."
Oh,
Drag them.
Ooh!
Oh.
Drag us, bitch.
You know what?
Oh.
Spicy white woman. I love it. Good job, girl. Shout out to you. Y'all are not playing. And then finally, I would like to give a nice big yes, bitch, to what's her name?
Who?
Nia
Franklin.
Nia
Nia
Franklin
Franklin.
for winning Miss America.
Yes.
She is Miss New York. She is fine. She is gorgeous, and she is our reigning Miss America. I can't wait to see her out and about. Pageants aren't my thing, but you know, I only pay attention whenever it's a black queen. So
I'm rooting for everybody black still.
shout out to you, sis. You're awesome. So I guess that's it. If you want to get in contact with the show, you can tweet us at T for Tried It. You can email us at hwap.podcast@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail at that 502 number Crystal said at the top of the show. Get some merch at tpublic.com/blackastronauts1. Hook us up and become a patron at www.patreon.com/blackastronauts. And if you would like to get in contact with me, myself, Ray, you can find me all over the internet at this Zeta's a Jerk. Lloyd.
You can find me at _Lloyd on Twitter and IG.
Crystal.
She sounded so exhausted. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as Chrissy Chula, Twitter, Tumblr as the Chrissy Chula. You can find me, you can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com. You can also contribute to my Patreon if you want to. It's patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. And yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's different.
I was wrong. I usually like to end on a positive note, but we just gonna end this on a negative note. I don't know the whole story yet because it's a whole lot of like conflicting information and all that shit going around. However, I would like to send a big ass fuck you to Amber Geiger, that ugly police officer bitch in Dallas that shot that man in his own home. Fuck you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you go to prison forever.
Talking about I gave him verbal commands. Bitch, this mouth.
How you gonna get somebody verbal commands in their house?
Exactly. So
Okay, we can't do this. The show's over.
yeah,
But
fuck her.
don't think we won't do a drive-by if need be.
If once we find out the real information, bitch, we gonna talk shit about you on our podcast too. Fuck you and your crunchy edges and that terrible blonde dye job, ho.
I'm sorry. She looks like she does meth.
She probably does. Till next time, guys. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let me stop the